In this video, let's take a look at the spell command and maybe some other commands as well. I do want to mention that I don't think this is installed on the live DVD. We can check that. It's not installed, and so remember, if you run across these errors saying that something is not installed and you're sure you want to install it, the live DVD is a perfect place to experiment. But remember, there's a couple of things you want to check. Make sure you have a network connection, and then you do apt-get update first, and that will run for a while. And while that runs, let's take a look at what this particular command does. Okay, so spell compares words in a specified file against a dictionary file, or it can compare words on the right in keyboard input. Excuse me. So for example, the first examples are taking input from the keyboard. So you just say spell return and then type in words and then Control-D to end, and it'll tell you where the problem spellings might be. So it does not suggest correct spelling, it just displays the suspected words that probably are not right. It is case sensitive, it's happy with David, but complains about lowercase David. You can check the spelling in a file and save the output to another file. So this would check the spelling in this input file, and if you redirect output to another file, you can get a list of all the words that are probably not right. Once again, this is only as good as your dictionary. Okay, if you're using the VI editor, you can run spell from inside the VI editor by using the colon, bang, or exclamation. That can be used to run any kind of command from within VI. So what this does is within VI, you start up a new shell actually to run spell, and you type in words and Control-D, and it'll give you a list of probably misspelled words. You can use the British spelling using -B. So use -B to check your file with British spelling. So things like CENTRE is correct in British spelling, and color with a U is correct in British spelling. Okay. -V will show all the words that are not in the spelling list and their plausible derivations, and -X displays plausible stems of each word until a matching word is found or a list is exhausted. So if you have really questionable spelling and you're not sure how to spell a word, you probably want to use -V and -X. So I know a lot of you use Word, for example, to start up Word, type in whatever words you want to check, and Word has something like this. It has a built-in spell checker, and it will it'll flag all the words that are not correct. So for example, let's see, where are we? Okay, so let's check spell. Oh, so not installed. We have to do that one last step. Sudo apt-get install spell. This time it should work. Do you want to continue? Yes. Hit enter. And there it goes. So these are the steps that you would use to install any program that's not already installed on your live CD. Remember that this live CD, as soon as you eject it, it's gone. All of the stuff that you install is gone. All of this, whenever you install stuff, it doesn't go to the CD, right? The CD is only readable, it cannot be written to. And so if you want to do this on one instance of your live CD and then you install stuff, don't expect it to be there the next time you boot up from the same CD, DVD. Okay, so let's try spell. And now it's waiting for us to type in stuff. I'll use the words of Hank Williams. Oops, we didn't say that. And so ask a question. I think that's how it was. Alright, so according to the spell program, looking, watcha, cooking, something, those are all bad. Okay, it doesn't like Hank Williams. So you hit Control D to stop. That's a basic idea. So, you know, if you're trying to check spelling, this is probably a good way to go. It probably has a decent dictionary. I haven't checked every single thing. Let's try something like it seemed to like that. Control D. Okay, so it takes things like Unix. What's something else that you can? grep does a search. Oh, didn't like grep. Okay, so if you were to enter this line into Word, you would probably get that red squiggly line under grep, just like spell over here says grep is probably not right. Okay. So it's probably faster than using Word to check spelling. These days you can also check spelling using something like Gmail, things like that. So you can use it with the -V option. Let me see, appointment. So it shows you with the -V option, it tries to figure out what this meant, the stems of words are, things like that. -X option shows you, I haven't tried this, but let's just take a quick look. So spell -V. Yep. I think it wants us to type in the name of a file. So what we'll have to do, so it doesn't quite work exactly like this. So I'm going to take appointment looking worked pre-programmed. Appointment looking worked pre-programmed. Control D that, cat my file, and do a spell -V. I hope this works. Nope. Alright, so it sure looks like the spell program. Oh, this is the new speller, so probably this is going to be different from what is described in the book. -V, -X. Okay, so -X is definitely ignored. Okay, and V appears to do something quite different. So let's skip those. The book describes a slightly different version of spell, and so it sure looks like some of these things are just not going to work. -V is not going to work. minus X is ignored. So you can create your own spelling list, and you might want to test this out. I'm not certain this works. If at all, whenever I use spell, I just use it for very basic spelling because it's really fast. It's better than opening up Word and then trying to type in words into Microsoft Word to check spelling. Okay, so try out spell. I cannot guarantee that everything is working. You might want to try all of these dictionary options. For sure, -v and -x do not work as described in the book.